Folks, the writing's on the wall. Looks like Trump's going to win this race. But in the process of all this, we've got to keep things on the forefront of our minds, including the election fraud, including the possibility of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of illegal voters being registered. Talking about illegal aliens. But we do have opportunities to shore some of this up, stop some of this, and fight for election integrity through some of our non-governmental organization groups. I'm talking about Get Out the Vote. I'm talking about Omega for America and a few other voting rights groups that are actually here to try to do the right thing for the American people. Now, Elon Musk has weighed in on this and is actually promoting this as well. I'm glad to see it. He retweeted this today, and this is nothing but good stuff. Check it out, folks. It says, business titan Elon Musk is now seemingly fully aware and awake of the issues on election fraud and urging whistleblowers to come forward to report irregularities ahead of the 2024 presidential election. So, says on Saturday, Musk retweeted a video from a Fair Election Fund, another NGO group, to his 182 million followers, attracting some 1.6 million views at the time of writing. Wow. A newly formed nonprofit organization is seeking to compensate whistleblowers for exposing Democrat attempts to steal and subvert the election process. Now we're going to go ahead and watch the video, folks. This is from Fair Election Fund. It says, if you are an election worker, an organizer, or a concerned citizen who has seen corruption in our elections firsthand, we want to hear your story. For those who report fraud and or abuse are eligible for payments from our $5 million purse, our fund. Great news. That's rewards for catching them in the act.
Free and fair elections are the bedrock of our American experiment. It's part of our core, but we can only have confidence in the result if there is trust in the process. Across the country, there are real cases of fraud and abuses of the system that have eroded our trust. From executive orders opening the door to non-citizens voting, while some cities look to make it commonplace. Unions rigging the game through unethical ballot harvesting, and some leaders outright refusing to follow the law when administering elections. This is happening in plain sight. But those in power look the other way. They lie and dismiss and then demonize common sense steps to ensure our elections are free and fair. And they're still lying. That's where the Fair Election Fund comes in. We're making a major investment to compensate those who expose cheating in our elections. If you have knowledge of abuses in the system, your story could be what helps preserve our democracy. If you are an election worker, organizer, or concerned citizen who's witnessed this corruption firsthand, we want to hear from you. Those who report fraud are eligible for payment from our $5 million fund. With your help, we'll shine a light on the corruption and stop it. This is how we restore trust.
I like it. I like it. It's called Fair Election Fund, folks. If you know of any election fraud that you can prove firsthand, give them a call, folks. Not only will you be helping your country, you may be helping your pocketbook to just get the word out, get the truth out. Now, this is a site over on Twitter. It says, in a press release this week, the Fair Election Fund expanded on its plan to promote election integrity across the country following the fraud that took place in 2020 and 2022 election cycles. Yeah, I said it, fraud. The bulk of the group budget will be devoted to paying whistleblowers like election workers, organizers, and concerned citizens who have witnessed corruption from their own stories they share. And this is all according to Fox News. So all claims will be vetted by Fair Election Fund's team of experienced election law attorneys. This group will highlight these cases through aggressive paid and earned media campaigns, the first of which will begin immediately. Find out more about the Fair Election Fund at thefairelectionfund.com. Now, folks, it's not going to just be a payout because we have find proof that they're pulling shenanigans in one area or another. It's going to be you get paid to prove the shenanigans that are going to go on or are going on in future elections, including 2024. So if we can nip some of this stuff in the bud, we will not only be financially better for it if you're able to be the one to bring out this truth, but it will help save our country for each and every one of these cases that we get attorneys on them. I'm talking about attorneys on them like ducks on a June bug. Anybody that is perpetrating fraud, setting up these non-governmental organizations to ballot harvest for illegals, any of the stuff that is being monitored, being witnessed today, we can stop it. All we got to do is get the word out there. When millions of people know about it because they're following this Fair Election Fund group and are willing to go that extra mile to try to secure our elections, even if it means getting a paycheck behind it, we got to do what we got to do, folks, to secure the elections by any means necessary. I'm talking about a reward for just doing the right thing. Doesn't get any better than that, folks. I think this will catch on. Hopefully, it will help, and maybe the purse may need to be a little larger because election integrity, voter fraud, it's definitely there. If you look hard enough in the election integrity, you will find out that there's tons of voter fraud that goes on and is being placated to happen in the 2024. They know Biden can't win in a normal kind of way, so they're definitely going to try to get every illegal possible registered to vote, among other things. And I don't have to go into the other things because we all seen what happened in 2020 and 2022. That's all I got for you, folks, but this is a drop of good news. Like, subscribe, and share. And like I said, it's theFairElectionFund.com if you have any important news to share with these folks. Everybody have a great day. Over and out.